Hey guys, welcome to the video lecture on Chapter 13, which covers fiscal policy. So to start thinking about this, let's start with a little introduction. So to be effective, government policy actions must not induce alterations in private expenditures that undermine their effects, and they should be timed appropriately. You're probably thinking, what the heck does that mean? Sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me. Basically what it's saying is that government has to be careful about the policies it implements, right? The government spends money, it raises taxes, but the way that it does these things can have an effect on the macroeconomy, so it needs to be careful about how it should do these things and when it should do these things. So in this chapter, that's basically what we're going to look at. We're going to look at how private individuals respond to changes in government policy actions and how these responses can offset intended policy effects on real GDP and about problems in the timing of these policies. So our objectives for this chapter are going to be using the traditional Keynesian analysis that we just learned to evaluate the effects of something called discretionary fiscal policy. So in other words, how the government spends its money and how it raises its money through taxes. In the next section, we're going to discuss ways in which indirect crowding out and direct expenditure offsets can reduce the effectiveness of the government's fiscal policy actions. So don't worry yet if you don't understand what crowding out and expenditure offsets mean. We're going to learn in that section. After that, we want to look and list and define fiscal policy time lags. So looking at the timing issues of these policies and how they affect the responses to the policies and how they can complicate the fine-tuning process of these policies. Then our next objective is to be able to describe how certain aspects of fiscal policy function as automatic stabilizers, so things that sort of happen automatically without anybody in the government actually having to do anything or make any decisions. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at here in this chapter. All right, so to start off, did you know that laws enacted by Congress since 2009 have boosted the average overall U.S. tax rate on all income earned by about 3 percentage points? So this is one of the issues we're going to be thinking about in this chapter, how variations in government spending and taxation affect both real GDP and the price level. And as much as I can, I will relate this chapter to what's going on currently.